That was weird. My mic was selected. OBS just forgot, I guess. Hi everyone. Let me get music in here as well. Oh, way too loud. Sorry. I guess I'm a little scuffed this morning. That's okay. Let's see. How are you all doing today? Hi Leighton. Hi Demu. Hi Vex. Hi
Such
Effie.
as Dan Stars, just
Hi
sub it.
Rar. Hi Willow. Distant Stars, thank you for the sub. Ah. Really? You want me to Ara in my plushie outfit? Or my cow onesie? Okay. That was not very good. My voice is not very warmed up yet. There we go. Hi, Rar. You did too many Rars that inserted into my brain. I've had a very interesting week so far. You did not Rar enough. Gosh. My weekend was difficult. And of course I had pain on Monday, so I couldn't stream on Monday. Hi Jen. Welcome on in. Jen cute. Alright. And then I just felt like really out of it on Tuesday. I think cause my day on Monday was like so rough. Oops, sorry. There. Now my mic's closer to me, where it's supposed to be. The Kahan plushie was so cute. Yeah, that's the one thing I did get done on Monday, because that was complete the week before, but I needed to like package it all together and take renders of it and stuff and then get it ready for upload. I'm super happy that they like it. For anyone who hasn't seen it. Actually, I was gonna put up the graphic, but why don't I just switch to it? Show it off real quick. Here we go. Yay. This one was so cute. This was so fun to make. Ah. Right. I had a lot of fun with this. The facial expressions are really like a step up from what I did for LZ's. I still don't have my setup fully tuned for it, because the blend shapes are binary. So they're either on or off. There's no like smooth in between. So when you have a setup like that, you really have to like make your microphone sensitivity really high or exaggerate your expressions. The angry face, you like the angry face? I'm glad. Yeah, I decided to make the expressions like an add-on. And I'm glad they went for it. Time to make the blend shapes non-binary. The plushie's already non-binary. Wah. It's really cute with the mouth being able to move. Wah. Wah. Rawr. And of course the eyes having variable shape is nice. It's a little like strange because it also snaps into the expressions on a binary because I just put them together for the mouth shapes to go with it. But I think it works, especially for a plushie. One thing I couldn't do was make the nose wiggle though, because of the way I set up the mouth. So this one does not have that feature, unfortunately. I'm sure if I tried hard enough, I could have figured that out, but I was going past my time for this one. I needed to move on to the next one. Yeah, the Tamagotchi has a little bit of wiggle to it. I also put an unnecessary amount of detail into the chain. You can see it has like an actual ball chain there. That. There we go. Yeah. It's pretty good. Sorry, I'm just eating a bit before we get started. One thing I should mention is sorry, doing multiple things at once. Can you tell I'm a little out of it today? Oh, my grocery delivery, I forgot. I'm gonna have to BRB when my groceries get here. Hi Moth, welcome on in. But, it is now 1 week from my birthday. And, 4 days from my subathon. So, I'm excited for that. Can I adjust my arm angle? I feel like it's bad. Armrest angle, here we go. 64 is good for my big model, but Chibi needs something more like this. Not quite. There we go. Yeah, birthday soon. Get to celebrate 1 more year of Dragon. Honestly, my birthday is my favorite holiday because I get to have control over it and how I celebrate it. When you think about it, birthdays are just holidays. It's just they're variable on what day it is for what person. Dragon celebration important. I agree. I'm excited because if we reach my subathon goal of where is that? If we reach the goal of 500, I will play Pikmin on my birthday. And I've been thinking about Pikmin like nonstop. It's like my favorite GameCube game. just honestly my favorite game in general. I want to play the first one and then the second one. The first one's really short, so I bet I could beat it uh during my birthday. Assuming I don't have to quit stream early. Well, the subathon's gonna be interesting because it's all gonna depend on my pain and how I am to get through it on a day-to-day basis. So for the subathon, we may be doing like makeup days and you know, like it might even go into the next week if I need to finish the hours. Even though we did the math and I should be able to do the 30-hour cap in 1 week. But you know, I'm disabled. This is why I didn't schedule anything. We're gonna play it by ear. Rar. Thank you for the break, Anna. Hi. How you doing, cutie? Also, I didn't even greet everyone. I've been greeting people randomly. Hi, Orchid. Hi, Connie. Hi, Ed. And I think I got most other people. You're a little achy, but having so much stimmy energy today. Nice. I like it when you're stimmy and full of energy. You volunteered to pick up lunch for the office. Well, at least it gets you out of the office for a bit. Okay. Back soon with a sandwich. Can you get me one too? Make sure they put on extra mustard and salt and pepper and vinegar. I'm thinking of Subway now. Give her the tea soap. Hi, Mennonite. Got me gay. You've been thinking of. You've been. My caption said gay instead of yay. You know what? That still works. Gay. You've been thinking of Subway too, though. Haven't got Subway in a long time. Yeah, we should. Alright, let's put this away. I keep forgetting my buttons. I should really reassign these. Okay, I don't even have the... Who are we working on? We're working on copygirl. Gotta open that up. Oh yeah. We were working on textures before everything became difficult. Okay. Let's switch on over to that. I feel tiny today. I'm gonna be down here. Hey. Okay. Um. Hi, Maury. How you doing? You're already falling asleep. The lo-fi probably doesn't help, huh? Let's see, do I have... I don't have a material cap. You forgot to get your coffee today. Oh no. That'd be like me forgetting my tea. You're gonna get some going? At least it's a hot coffee day.
Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you for the head pats. Okay. Why did I name this nothing? Hi, Slasher. Oops. Wrong material. Thought I was on this one. Here we go. Alright, now the glasses have a little bit of reflectiveness to them. I might adjust that later, but right now at least it's in place, so she doesn't have those opaque shades anymore. Hi, Iridescent. We still got a lot to do. Okay, her eyelashes are black with a little bit of green. You're excited to learn textures on Friday? We should have plenty of time for it because I can't do cartoons on Friday like I normally do. You definitely want to get Windows working in my tea shop. Nice, nice. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to have a world to put myself in. Uh, Um, what texture am I gonna make the eyebrows? Because I think I made the eye texture differently than normal. It's a simplified eye texture, so I don't really have room for the eyebrows here. I could make room, or I could just stick them somewhere else, like on the body texture or something. Because I think I have room here. Yeah, there's not a lot going on here in the in-between areas. These sections don't need to be so big. So I think I can put the off-skin color stuff here. Well, wait, is that gonna be weird when I swap out her skin texture then? It might be. Because there would need to be two... I gotta plan ahead for that, actually. I mean, I could still use the same texture, but a different material? Hmm. I'm just gonna make a separate material for the eyelashes and the eyebrows. That's fine. Hi, Lay. I see you sneak in there. Thanks for checking in.
Pet that.
How goes the textures? I'm still trying to wake up. But, you know. We'll get there. I'm like going back and forth in my head about how I want to organize the textures. So work is slow at the moment. But you know, that's always that first hour stream, really. Hi, Kaz. Well, come on in. Wait, are the eyelashes even finished? No, they're not. I need the little part that sticks down here and the lower part. I must have, like, glazed over this. Hi, Builder. Doing a lot of mental work before 3D work. It's the right order, yeah. See, this is what I was talking about on your stream, Lay. I am both a Lay and a Froggy. I had to organize and plan things out, and I do the art. I'm a secret third thing, too, because I had to know a whole bunch of technical stuff about the program I work in.
Rower.
In that case, I'm a Char. Right? Right? Hello, Snowy. Welcome on in. The secret third thing is cute. I see, I see. Okay. Let's, imagine us actually following the reference. That would be so powerful. Let's duplicate this and bring it down. Why am I... There we go. Where? Oh, right. I think I had to get the groceries. Chat, I'll be right back. I'm gonna help with the groceries. Just hang.
Hello, hi, it's me, I'm Shar.
Excuse me. Chat. Annalise came and sat down right next to me and just stared at me. And I was like, what? And she's like, nothing. She wasn't plotting anything at all. And then I and then I come back from break. And you heard the rest. She's trying to impersonate me. Can you believe it? Okay. I was gonna lay another path there, but I think that works. Hi, Lily. Welcome on in. Doing pretty alright. Right. And the last step is down here,
Yeah.
which I think I will steal the line from the actual eye to do that. Right. Tummy is an ugly thing sometimes. Are you having tummy aches? You're a gremlin. You are a gremlin, Anna. Okay, see, my eye shape is... I moved this forward like I would need the room, but it actually does need to be backward. I'm silly. A nasty reaction to whatever motion sickness on top of some tummy ache-like pains. You don't know how to word it best. It's not fun. Trust me, I know tummy pains. Definitely not fun. So thank you for the brick. Ow. Okay. That's there. You only ate bread, crackers, and water yesterday. Well, if it was a lot of bread, I could understand why your tummy hurts. But, yeah, that should be relatively stable. Wait. My eye shape is off here. Okay. Right. That's right. As Effie says, be a brat. It's good for your health. Right? Right. Hi, Connie. Or maybe I should call you Coney. Because we have a Connie in chat already. Names are difficult. Let's see. Part way up the curve here. Duplicate that. Right. Yes, typing. Coney fusing. You had the T? Oh no. Not the T. Concerned trans woman noises. You know, it's ironic. Thank you for the follow. It's ironic that we're called T girls when we remove the T from the girl. Hello, Dahila. Wait. Da. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hi. Maybe I got it right. Maybe I didn't. My brain's a little bit of a mush today. Dahlia. Dahila? Or Dahlia? Either way. I see. Annalise got it right. Shar's right. It's healthy to be a brat. You know, you do it all the time. Goodness. I know I made the joke initially, but that's so silly. Thank you for the hearts.
Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you for the head pats.
Rower.
Okay. Section this out. And that's already sectioned out. Join this to this. And then we can lay that out. There we go. Thank you for the tea sip, Lily. Okay. That along with the eyebrows should be pretty good. I just want to do a couple things. The backside doesn't need to be so big. In fact, we can hide it up here. And this can be whiter for more detail. Same deal with the eyebrow. Smaller one here. bigger, more detail. All right. Have a good lurk, Lily. Whoa. I almost spilt my tea, chat. Well, I did spill it a little on my chair. Not the tea. They're the same. Okay, yeah. Let's just do another 500 by 500 texture. Title this the lashes, brows. How will I grow big and strong without my tea? That's an excellent question. Oh my goodness. Is this just pure black? Does Froggy use pure blacks? And whites? Where's my brush at?
Compliment.
Kanai 23 art redeemed compliment.
Yeah, that's just pure black. You want me to compliment myself? Oh my goodness. Should be, he says, yeah. It looks good. Although I've had this one art tip stuck in my head for a while, is that art can look a little bit more uniquely identifiable and also could blend better with its color, with its own color, if you make sure you use off-whites and off-blacks that are like slightly nudged towards the hue of the thing it's supposed to be. So if this was like black with like a very slight hint of green, let me pick that direction. Like this, it would make sense to go with the rest of that. But yeah, that's why I was checking. Anyway, complimenting myself. I'll allow it this time. Question is thinking of something though. I don't know, chat. Is there much I can say? I've heard that I'm cute. I am really getting good at models. Like, look at this. Look at this. What the heck is this? I modeled all of this myself. Except for the laptop. I'm getting faster at them, and the plushies are really cute. It's pretty powerful. I'm glad for myself for doing all that. Don't make us do your dirty work. Yeah, for reference sheets, it's better to be better for clear contrast. But if you want to use a better black on the model, that should be good. Okay. Oh, it's right. Sneak in a promo for the cool upcoming event. You were doing a good job hosting. Yeah. Well, I haven't got to hosting it yet. I might do a terrible job. But chat, did you know? You all know this by now. I'm having a subathon, and it's starting in like 4 days. On the 18th. And I did a really good job putting this together. Seriously, everyone that I talked to said that my plan made sense, and I barely had to change anything. So I guess I guess I'm a pretty good streamer as well. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it actually goes. But yeah. You know what I need for the plushie? Or not the plushie, the chibi. I'm getting my words mixed up now. I need like blanket mode, to where I'm just like wrapped up in a blanket. That'd be comfy. I have a good graphic. It's part of good hosting. Thank you. Sharito, yes. Exactly. Okay. Um... Oh, I have the strength low. That's why. You returned from your sandwich journey. Hello, welcome back, Demo. How you doing? Alright, let's do paint hard. And we're gonna grab this color. You can now eat and chill and watch. You're good. Work be boring as usual, but watching stream makes it better. I'm glad to be here for that. Have fun getting coffee, distant stars. I haven't done the highlights for the eyes yet. No wonder she looks so dead inside. Hmm. Hold on, we're adjusting this further. There we go. That should look better. This is one of those things where I imagine if I had a tablet and pressure sensitivity and stuff, I'd be able to get pretty good first try. Need to figure out how to use your iPad with the PC? That sounds powerful. I might want to do this in GIMP, actually. Because then I can just blur it. Well, at least I mapped out where it should be. It's already break time, right as Lei needs to get back to work. Alright, chat. I probably won't be gone too long since I already got up for a break. But, I'll see you all in a little bit, okay? Also, hi, LZ. I'm going on break. Alright, I'm back. I decided to brew more tea, because the tea I was drinking does not have caffeine. And I feel like I need caffeine right now, you know? Thank you. Thank you, Char. And thank you for the tea sip. It is scalding hot right now, so I'm gonna wait on that and take a sip of water. Hi, Cora. Oh yeah, better idea. Okay, let's see. I could try seeing how this blurs in Blender, but I think I'm gonna take this over to the external program. Eh, this could work. Actually, it's not bad. The only thing is, keeping the angle right. And avoiding going too far with it. It's pretty good, though. Hi, Dyla. Didn't think of that. That's alright. How am I doing besides being cute? Rawr. I'm very tired today. I don't know if you could detect that in my energy.
Pet pet pet.
Zoe, hi. Thank you for the head pats. I'm patting you back. Pat, pat, pat. Okay, that's a good placeholder for the eye, I think. It could be better, but we're gonna leave it for now while I work on other parts. My process lately has very much been like, just like do things in iterative steps, like lay down something quick and come back at it later. Block it out, exactly. That's all that is. How's Zoe doing today? Hopefully good. Also, Cora, how are you doing today? You figure since the notification didn't had a noise a brick would do? For what? But also, yes, if you ever need to get my attention or just put a noise out there, the brick is good for that. You're a bit sleepy too? Same. That's such a mood right now. Wait, you recognize that song? I'm told this is from that Mickey Mouse RPG. Oh, the one beforehand? Wasn't paying attention to which one that was. Kiri, hi! Welcome on in! Oh my goodness. Hi, Raiders. My name is Shar. I'm an EP dragon that is working on 3D models. What'd you get up to today, Kiri? Other than... I think you were adding a 3D effect to, Sneck Studio, which, is the software I'm using right now. You have depth now. Let's go. I can't wait to try that out. I went ahead and ordered 3D glasses just because you did that. Chat, if you don't know, over on Kiri's stream today, she added a plugin for Sneck Studio so you can see yourself in like the red and blue 3D glasses style. It's pretty cool. Yeah, follow the Sneck. Kiri's a very good streamer and developer and friend. The EPS of Dragons, that's me. I'm super EP today, and I don't know what I'm doing. But you know, we're here. We're here and we're queer. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Okay. It's all checked into. Cool. You're doing fine. Have a promotion work this month. Or you have a wait, you have to do promotion work this month. Okay. I read that very wrong at first, which sucks a little bit. Meh. Mickey Mouse RPG casually calls upon every zero. Belated was it's okay. Snake raid at any time. You're not a salesman. Salesman. Sales them. That's fair. I couldn't do that either. You forgot the name of the game. I was talking about Kingdom Hearts. One of my jobs used to get me to try to like upsell stuff a bunch, and I was so not going to do that. And by checked in, you mean it should show up in the next Snack Studio nightly build. I should get on the nightly builds, honestly. I'm just on the stable brands, I'm pretty sure. Because I cannot update things very frequently, but nightly does sound exciting. You hated that part of your job? Yeah. You worked electronics at Target. You had to attach another item to everything. Your boss insisted on 100% attachment rate. Yeah, it's always the most unrealistic expectations. I worked something very similar. I was a print desk at an Office Depot. Long time ago. And yeah, they always wanted me to like attach like ink subscriptions. They didn't just sell ink at the store. They tried to get people on the subscription service where you would get ink mailed to you for your printer like every month. How do you sell that to somebody? She's like, "Hey, you know your printer, you know that annoying thing that like demands you get more ink for it whenever it tries to print something black and white and it's like, no, I need yellow. And then you have to go to the store to get that ink, but all the while you're angry about having to spend more money. Yeah, why don't we just like charge your card every month to send you that ink? Because you're definitely using that much ink, right? Yeah. Copy, hi. Welcome, Raiders. I'm sure you're all familiar with who I'm working on right now. This is copygirl's model. How was stream? 3D model mommy dragon. Where's the Hulk? Oh no. Monthly ink, you better be printing a ton for that. Yeah, I'm sure they must have just thought everyone was like, you know, had a home office and did like a bunch of paperwork.
Model change requests.
It's doing a great job of selling printers, just not HD printers, yeah. Got a brother printer and it's lasted far longer than any HP. Yeah, never touch HP. I learned that in that job. HP sucks for printers. Reminder to remind Char, don't forget to get back at you at some point. No rush. Oh, yeah, no problem. Like I said, I'm just wrapping up current commissions. Do I have a Hilk model, Char? Cora, have you not been here for this? Have you not had this explained? Do you even know what Hilk is? It's a meme that needs to die. But I'll explain it to you. You requested the Hilk model. Yeah, here you go. What do you think chat decided to call the liquid inside these horns? I'll give you no points for the correct answer. Yeah, I just wanted to make glass horns with a liquid inside, and it was the worst mistake of my streaming career. Brain fluid. See, that's what I thought. But chat decided it was milk. Horn milk. Hilk. Yeah. I'm gonna head out for a bit. Okay, Char. Thanks for swinging by. You too. Ooh. Could have been way worse. Cora. Trust me, they settled on the more stream-friendly option. Anyway. Yeah, one of the options was mentioned just now. It's a very beautiful model. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, my chat are gremlins. It's okay, I like it that way though. Alright, we got the eyes. We got the glasses. Now we want to do the hair, I guess. And then we'll work our way down. Skin, clothing. Yeah, we can work on the hair. What have I been working on? I'm very sleepy today. So I'm very slowly working on textures. I got the glasses to be shiny. And then we just painted your eyelashes after I fixed them and added more to them. Because they only had the top part. I needed to get these parts in. And then we painted the eyebrows as well, which are the wrong color, I just realized. They're not the same as your eyelashes. They need to match your hair. Don't worry, I'll change that once I get to the hair, I guess. Hi, Bunny. Welcome in. How you doing? The lashes are so good. Thank you. I've gotten pretty good at doing them.
Rower.
Rawr! Hi, Lulu.
Pet, pet, pet.
You're doing pretty well. I'm glad to hear it. That's what we like to hear here. Here. Rawr! I'm really good at fleshing. What the heck? No, you. What is... It's just labeled material. I must have really quickly thrown this together. Alright, if we convert this to a mesh... Yeah. Oh gosh, that's not even... What? Hmm. Why is it being like this? I see. Yeah, that hasn't been addressed yet. The skin between the hair. That's gonna be a texture issue, which we're working on. I want this to be back more. Like side swept like that. Or do I like it up front here? I'm not sure. It looks better from the side if I have it back like that. From the front, it looks relatively the same, so I think I'm going to do that. You need to address it in order to mail it. Lulu cute, I agree. Also Moth cute. What? 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 Okay. Hmm. Wah. Wah. This music's making me a little bit eepy, but I'm enjoying it. So I don't want to change it. Oh, there's some peek through right there. There we go. Being eepy together with me is such a mood. Right? I was saying earlier I need like a blankie mode for the chibi model. Just like where I'm wrapped up in a blanket. That'd be cozy. Have a good one, Connie. A sharp burrito. Char taquito. It's gonna be a charrito. I said it was a texture issue, but there's definitely stuff I can do before that to make it better. Chorito is probably the best. Yeah. When I make homemade burritos at home, I call them charritos. Well, my partners do, and I've picked up the name. Do I know how to play guitar? No. I'm not awesome and cool and based like LZ. How did I get this so twisted weird?
Char is cool and awesome. Rower colon 3.
Thank you, Connie. Now you need Char in a Charito outfit. Cause you know a Charo is a thing here? Hmm. I'm probably saying that like my name when it's not like my name. Send me a pic? Sure, go for it. I guess the top of the head will get a texture treatment. Yeah. Sorry, I'm scrolling up now because I feel like I missed some things. Uh... Oh, I see. Very cool fashion. Sent you some sombrero. Yeah. So hi, Cereza. Welcome on in. How you doing?
Pat pat pat.
You're waking up very slowly. That's a mood today. Thank you for the tea sip. Ow, and the brick. Okay.
Yoga ball time.
Getting this one set up for the textures will be interesting. Oh, so you want me to get on the yoga ball? Okay. I'm very eepy, but I'll do it for you, Entropy. 1 second. Okay. Now my posture is really good. Oh, I meant to take the mirror off of this first. But you know what? You can just delete the other half, it's fine. Wait, did things merge? No, okay. Chat, I am so on autopilot right now. You don't even know. I don't even feel like I'm here. That's how sleepy I am. Wait, how did I not get the very back of this? That's unfortunate. Did I just skip that because I didn't see it, or what? You feel naked? It's alright, we'll fix you up. It's not in the backups, is it? No. We'll go ahead and grab this. Convert that to a mesh. There we go. It should be better. You have food? Can I have some? I feel like I need more energy. Alright. Last part of this is the ponytail, and then we gotta UV unwrap the long hair as well. It would arrive 4 months from now, but sure. Yay, I get food. I have so many separate shapes here. I'm about to commit it all to mesh. Oh, shoot, right. That one was supposed to be asymmetrical. So we'll leave that intact and separate. I mean, I can always introduce the asymmetry when I do that with the rest of it, but I don't know, it just feels easier to pose this in the correct orientation. Exactly, right? I've gotten a little more used to it over time, but it's still like, gosh, the adjusting this later is going to be completely different. And it's not even that you can't adjust it later, it's just, you know. You know. Like right now, I see a piece where I'm like, hey, that would be better if it was in a little more. And tilted. Let's leave our scariest big hair models to Elsie. What, you want to just outsource to her now? That's fair, I suppose. Mark seams there. And I think I forgot to do it here. Okay. We need that big middle piece. Oops. Which is already a mesh. Because I needed to widen it. Kind of left it with a lot of unnecessary detail, actually. This middle piece. Because, like, when am I... Like, this is the backdrop to all the actual detailed pieces, so it doesn't need to bend very well, and it also... You know, you're not gonna notice the smoothness of it. So let's take every other line here up to a point. And then select edge loops and dissolve edges. There we go. That's more appropriate for what we're doing with this. I'm so glad I learned that trick. For anyone who doesn't know, if you select a line and then shift select the next line over, or like you skip one and then you shift select the next one, and then you control shift plus, you can keep adding that skipped selection. And then once you get all the ones you want, you can select by edge loops and then just dissolve. It's really helpful. That way you're not going through and clicking each individual edge loop. See, even that would be better than the density I had. Yeah, very cool, right? It's tricks like that that I like learn randomly from like YouTube shorts or something. That I'm like, this is going to completely change my workflow. You want me to say that again? Sure. So say you have a mesh that's too dense and you want to dissolve some of the edges, right? And I've already done it on this one, but let's just say, for example, I want to dissolve every other edge. So in edge select mode, I can pick one edge, and then I'll skip an edge, and then I'll shift click the next edge. Now it's memorized that selection, and you can do Control Shift plus on the numpad to get every other one, and you can keep hitting that until it goes all the way up. Once you have all the ones you want, you can then go to select loops, edge loops, and then get the whole edge loop off out of each selection. And from there, you can do whatever you're doing. Like in my case, I pressed X and dissolved edges. Or in other cases, if I wanted to get rings along this hair, for example, I don't know why you would, but I did this with a collar recently. You can Shift D and get those out. Right click, separate. And then convert to curve. And then look at that. Now I have rings along this for some reason. It's a very good way to like select things and perform operations that would otherwise be very tedious. Blender does have everything, yeah. Can you select a whole loop and then a second loop and do the same thing? No, because the Control Shift plus will get confused. Like, you can see me do it here. I'll Alt-click this loop, and then I'll Shift Alt-click the next one. And then Control Shift plus will only select the active element, which is the next couple of edges. So even if you did that down here, you would still, at the end of your operation, have to go up to select and then edge loops to get the rest of them. And I've tried this in other modes as well. Like if you're in vertices, you can that one, and you can get the next ones here. But then when you go to edge loops, it doesn't know what direction you want to go, so that won't work. Same with faces, I think. Yeah, here it just went both directions with the edge loops, which if you want that, sure. But yeah, your selection input is important there. This is why I need to start doing tutorial content. I know I myself learned this from tutorials, which I need to get better at sharing. But I could put out my own tutorials too. And help the world learn Blender
Break
better.
time.
It's break time again. Okay. Well, at least we got all of her ponytail to mesh. And did the, we marked the seams. When we come back, we gotta turn off the ponytail. And go to this hair. And convert this to mesh as well. Why, it's a QWT dragon. Hi, Shiny Star. I will be back in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. Right? Right. You had to call attention to it. And yet you won't explain it. I see, I see. I'll just have to use my imagination, I guess. What did Cora mean by this? Alright. Right. Wah. 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 Rawr.
Rawr.
Rawr. I guess that was kind of a weak one. Rawr. Hi Zoe, how are you? Wah. Wah. You think I passed on the Paul Pothu gene? You're gonna go eep. Okay. Have a good eep, Cora. Tired, struggled to sleep last night. Same, honestly. I'm barely here right now. See you later, Cora. You're making more tea? Good. Tea is always needed. Cuties in chat, you're still in chat. So that checks out. Mm-mm. As am I? Wow. Aw. That's really sweet, Zoe. If my tracking was better at making heart hands, I'd make heart hands right now. You can see it well now. Yay. Hatsu, how do you come in at the perfect moment like that? I need to see your peanut hand, your peanut heart. I'm kind of doing a peanut heart right now. How you doing, Hatsu? Okay, that is all the hair made into mesh and then marked with seams. And now I have to do the step of actually laying it all out for the texture. I gotta do the UV mapping, which is very fun. I think given all of her hair options, we will allow for stacked UV elements on the mirrored hair. Even though I will apply the mirror and change the length of some of this hair, the textures will be the same on them. You just happen to see. I can also do a peanut, yes. For context, chat. Well, you don't need context. It's an inside thing. Inside joke. But you get the gist. Hand tracking can be funky. Oh. We haven't done the bangs yet. Silly me. It's better without context, yeah. You're right. I realized. Okay, this is too EP of music. Guess what, chat? I'm about to immediately switch gears on you. I could skip the song, or I could just switch playlists. Miku, yay! How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. We're vibing. I'm really tired. Berserk. What the heck? Yeah, do I come across that way? Yes, you love Total Whiplash to wake up. That's what I'm here for. Alright, this one I'm definitely saving a backup. And then we're going to convert to mesh. Immediately fix this part that's annoying me. And this part. So no kimi ni I always like to make the tips a little bit tighter. I just add an extra edge loop, bring it close to the existing one, and then slide the existing one down. This way I don't have to deal with the fact that the edge loops won't go on triangles. So I just go up here and then, yeah, it's much quicker. The whole point of that is to just, because I merged the tips together, but I don't want the shading to do too much of this. So I just force it to not do that by narrowing the confinement, basically. See, this one's long enough, I can just add a bunch of extra, because it's like, yeah. Just little details that matter to me, which I think affect the overall quality of the model. The reason I merged the tips of the hair in the first place is because if I'm ever editing them like this, they can get severely messed up if they're not merged. So I've learned to not leave them unmerged like that. There we go. Now I can try selecting everything. Actually, I want just the fronts and then the backs, right? Because otherwise it's, yeah. Alright, we'll go through and select it like that. Seam selection on. Just get the outsides of the hair. Should we consider these insides or outsides? They're probably, because it's facing the light, select those two. A little bit of that, front of these, although should get both sides of these. I just like to get all of the surfaces of the mesh that are going to be pointed outward, and like therefore I'll actually put effort into the texturing, and then unwrap that and let them organize as they will. Hmm. Okay. And then we invert the selection. So everything underneath is now selected. And then we can lay those out as well, but shrink them down and set them aside, because I usually just make those all one solid color. Now, the extra consideration I need here is actually the fact that I need to get the ponytail as well. So I think I'll make the texture whiter. And we'll fit the ponytail pieces over here. Probably. That would make sense to me. Hi, 20. Stream's going pretty good. Smart way to unwrap hair. Yeah, it works pretty well for me. It saves me a lot of space, so the texture doesn't need to be too crazy, etc. All right, let's hide that hair. Bring out the ponytail again. Actually, let me fix this, because it automatically stretches it. I want it to be about like that. Leave room for the ponytail pieces here. Okay, I gotta select the outside of these again. But yeah, pretty good. How you doing, 20? In the case of the ponytail, the whole inside mesh will be considered inside. So I think this is all I need here. Move that over to the side. This could be laid out better. I don't know though. Doing okay, a bit eepy, but excited to get going on part of a big programming project. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay, here's everything. Including the ponytail. And I left space in the corner here for the underside parts. Okay. That should work. The tough part is multi-threaded task dependency management. That does sound tough. I say barely understanding what that means. Okay. Hair is laid out. Oh, that's actually kind of cute. Hold on. The hair let down and ponytail. If I stretch the ponytail out a little more, that'd be a cute hairstyle. And you could almost just toggle them both on and have that as an option. That's very tempting to enable as a feature. I could pose it after I get the bones in there. But like, just imagine. Humor me for a second. It gives her a bunch of extra volume, but that's kind of cute. I like that. What do you think, Copy? Should I make this so that this can be a toggle for you? I mean, you can do the toggle part. You would just have to turn them both on at the same time. The only part I would need to do is make sure it's shaped so that it would look good. Which, as it is right now, I don't see that makes the ponytail look a little weird. So I'd need to find a balance to where it clips a little bit, but isn't out too much. You know? Still, that's really fun. Like, it would just be like a little bit out. Especially the tips. Yeah, and that still looks okay on. You can do some bone shenanigans as well. Yeah, that's true too. But look, for a rest pose, this doesn't look too bad. Stuck out a little bit more. So I could find a happy balance. Do you like this? Do you like how this is laid out? It's pushed a little further away from the jacket, which will make it clip less. Benefit there. And also it just looks a little more lively. So maybe this is a good change. Yeah, very wavy. Oops, I didn't mean to save this version. I made the increment. Yeah, you could push it out a little bit with bones, but honestly, once it's textured, clipping like this won't really be noticeable. And this would honestly just kind of work. Does this still look good without the lab coat? Good question. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say so. Also, this strap is going places. Wow. I know it's clearance for the lab coat, but geez, I can still make that better. Oops. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. Hello, welcome on in. How you doing, Sketches? This model looks amazing. Thank you. Been working on this one for a bit. Doing good. Just got off work. Nice. Okay. We don't really have time to start texturing the hair. Well, I could lay down like a flat color for it anyway. Do we want to start with the purple hair or the green hair? I guess I could lay down both. Finished making food to have ready for dinner later? Nice. A little bit of meal prep. Okay. Both is good. Yeah. Let's start with the purple. And I'm gonna want the green color as well. Hair purple. So really appreciate how my name is how my name pronunciation is in my bio. Thank you. A lot of people have trouble pronouncing my names. My name, but they don't typically check the bio. Also, hello, Pool of the Dead. Welcome on in. Okay. Hair purple. Looks a little dark without the highlights, but that's okay. You do the usual 5 minutes of trying to get it right and just straight up ask if you're not sure. That's valid. I'm pretty forgiving with people pronouncing my name because I know it's not the first thing you think of. Char is not the first thing you think of when you see it. Hi, Clance. You've gotten in the habit of checking people's about sections since some people you follow have changed the name they go by, but not their username, or it's not clear what they go by from their username. Yeah, valid. You always just quickly scroll for new streamers. Just check the rules anyways, yeah. You facepalm? Why? Oh yeah, then there's Copy who actually Copy, do you have that in your bio? That you prefer to have your name typed in lowercase? You can't remember if you've been mispronouncing it. No, Elsie, you're fine. I would have stopped you. I think at the very beginning, you may have mispronounced it, Elsie, but you got corrected. Scroll for rules and any preferred pronouns. Yeah. Any honest attempt to pronounce your user is correct. Yeah. You don't think you have it in your bio, but then it's all the more surprising when you can correct someone with all the jokes you've saved up. That's true. That makes sense for you. I know there's a way to copy properties into other meshes, but I always forget. Okay. There's the purple. And then, see, I'd have to go through and switch it all if I wanted to see it in the green. I should maybe look up how to quickly apply a different material to a bunch of different objects. Blender, apply material to multiple objects. In the 3D viewport, Control L, you could quickly link all selected objects to the material and other aspects of an active object. Very useful if you need to set a large number of objects the same material. Okay, Control L, I guess it is. Interesting. Why did this submarine float to the surface when it was cut in half? Because subdivision surfaces. I like that one. Blender jokes good. Keep those coming. Oh, we got a little opening there. Okay, that's better. Okay, so if we made a new material, well, let's just duplicate this one. There's the button for it. Then name it hair green. And then get the make a new image. Right. I should probably save both of these. Okay. Hair green. And then select the rest of the hair, so can I select everything in a collection easily? I don't know. Not you. Okay. And then Control L. Link materials. There we go. And they're linked, so I should be able to just... No, maybe I had to relink them. But that's how I quickly switch the materials, so that's good. And to get a better view of this, let's change the shading properties real quick. There. Very nice. You look away for a few seconds and you're called cute. That's how they get ya. Drops from the cat tree. Hi, Several Neo. Servo. Yeah. Right? But yeah, you're at high risk of getting called cute here. That's just what happens. Well, at least we can feel like we did a little progress because we got the color blocked in. Right. 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 Alright, I'm going back to chibi mode. Hey. Okay. Right. Chat, I should probably wrap up here. Right. I've been very, very EP today. Right. This has been fun though. Right.
Router.
Right. Right. Yeah. Let's do a quick recap. Right. So today there's not a lot of visual progress, but we UV unwrapped all of the hair with both of its hairstyles. We did the same for the eyelashes, the eyebrows, and we even painted the eyelashes with at least a placeholder. we added reflectiveness to the glasses, and we're basically started on the texturing process. Even though it feels really slow, we did a lot of prep work just now. Oh yeah, we had to convert all of the hair to mesh as well, because it was paths. It was curves originally. If only you'd woken up earlier. Yeah, I stream pretty early for a lot of people. Okay. Let me, see who we're gonna raid today. Alright, let's see. I'm hard to catch because time zones, yeah. I appreciate you still trying to catch me when you can. Time zones are such an evil invention. I say as if people could just stay up all night if they were in the same time zone.